presence. We got two special guests here, two of our Miami Made members. Come on up here, Michelle Fletcher and Quadera Taylor. Big round of applause here for them. All right. So, Michelle Fletcher is the CEO and founder of the Holistic Business Network. She's a highly sought after health and nutrition coach, and she's a top 5 leader in her network marketing business. And it was just her birthday on Sunday. So on the count of 3, we're just gonna yell out happy birthday. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
And our next speaker alongside Miss Michelle is Quadera, aka Q. She's the founder of Manifest Her Media. She's the creator of Feel Well magazine, and she's the chief business strategist for Michelle's Holistic Business Network. And in addition to Michelle's birthday, it's Q's birthday today! So on the count of 3, happy birthday. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
Awesome. We're gonna get her mic'd up. We're gonna get the birthday girl mic'd up.
Thank you.
Awesome. We're getting it mic'd up. Awesome. Love that. Look at it. Give it to the community here. So in their talk titled "The Profitability in Collaboration," we're gonna share their unique story of how collaboration occurred in their businesses. And let's give them one more big shout out here. Michelle Q.
Well, thank you, Joe, and thank you, Craig, for whatever you're giving. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, how is everyone doing after 7 speakers or 6 speakers later? Let me feel your energy. So, we're all here, we're all alive, breathing, pumping, full of God's beautiful air, and it's my birthday, so y'all know I'm super lit. So, as Joe said, I'm Q and I'm Michelle Fletcher, and together we have been really ripping up this beautiful earth that God has for us in this beautiful place called South Florida. And Michelle and I actually met how many years ago?
Around 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Where were we?
We met at a networking event. So you never know who you're going to meet and who's going to become your next amazing business partner.
Yeah, now I forgot that we met almost 10 years ago because I've been doing entrepreneurship for almost 13 years, and Michelle has been doing entrepreneurship for almost 13 years. And we met kind of similar in a room like this at a networking event that I was co-hosting. And Michelle, back then, and still to this day, we called her the plant lady because she can hook you up with some fruits and vegetables. Anybody need the hookup on fruits and vegetables? Holla at Michelle. I got you. So, is there anybody by a show of hands who is struggling in their business or wants to make more money in their business? Everybody. Is there anybody in this room who wants to make more money in their business? Okay, that's what I thought. Are there any coaches in here? Course creators?
Yes.
Anybody who sells transformation. You can help somebody go from A to Z.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I'm in the right room today, Joe. Is there anybody in here who can help people go from A to Z with their business? Okay. So we have something that we've been doing, and it's really a skill share that we're so excited to share with you all that when Joe offered us this opportunity, I was like, Michelle, we've got to tell the people what we've been doing, right?
Absolutely. We've been talking about it a lot and how it's really transformed what we have been doing. So we're excited to share it with you today.
Okay. So Michelle, how many years ago? 3 years ago.
3 years ago,
We came to one another. What was your problem?
my problem was I had hit a really high level in my network marketing business. nowhere. I didn't know what to do next. So I was looking for some business coaching. And I had been watching Cordera for around 10 years, and knew that she was a powerhouse in this arena. I didn't know how much of a powerhouse and how much she would project me in what I'm doing in my business. So that was kind of how we connected. So then I reached out to her, and she had a problem too. What was your problem?
My problem was that I was sort of fresh off of having a baby. I was going through like some postpartum struggling things, couldn't lose the baby weight, was frustrated with my eating and all of that kind of stuff. And I saw Michelle make a post on Facebook that she had just received her health coach certification. So when Michelle reached out, or I reached out to her saying, hey, I'd like to coach with you for my health, Michelle came back a couple of days later and she had the crazy idea to do what, Michelle?
For us to barter. So instead of us paying each other, why don't we just barter each other's services? She needed me for health coaching, I needed her for business coaching, and that's where this beautiful relationship kind of blossomed.
Now, does anybody have ideas that they have yet to bring to manifestation that they want to bring to manifestation? Yes. Okay. Oh, there's a lot more of those hands. Okay. So, Michelle had a vision for the Holistic Health and Wellness Networking experiences. They started out as being called the Holistic Health and Wellness Networking events. And then in true Quadera fashion, I was like, no, we gonna change that name. Not too much, just to the experience part. And I told her that she really had something, and we started taking her visions to the next level of development. I started creating logos for her. I think I designed the website.
You helped me with profit share, with creating pricing, which I think is something a lot of us entrepreneurs have issues with, is pricing and not knowing our worth. And so she really helped me push through that.
Yeah, so I started doing so much for Michelle in the business that one day we were talking and we decided, why don't we start sharing the profits, right? The person you're sitting next to right now, you can share profits with them. And I think that this is a much overlooked opportunity when you're in a networking room and realizing the power of collaboration and how you are networking. So Michelle, what is your big word? It starts with an R that you're always talking about with people.
One of my favorite words is reciprocity. So you're giving and you're taking at the same level, right? So you're working with someone who's giving you as much as you're giving now. And just giving back in a way that is both a win-win for you both. So I love that word. I live by that because I think reciprocity can take you to so many higher levels, and just working by yourself in a silo is so hard to work by ourselves. And I honestly feel like working in silos is so like 1990s. We need to start working together because we have so many tools to do that. And then just connection, like there's power in connection.
Now when we come in rooms like this, y'all ever spotted a gangster? Do we have any gangsters in this room right now? Yes. We got gangsters? We got some spiritual gangsters in the room. However, Michelle introduced me to a new kind of gangster that I did not even know was a thing. Michelle, can you please explain that gangster to us?
So the gangster you don't want to be is a gimme gangster, where you're always taking and never even inquiring how you can give back. You want to be giving, right? And someone said it earlier. They said a giving something, and I was like, yeah, that's the opposite of a gimme gangster who's always just trying to take and not get. So make sure you're not a gimme gangster.
Now the reason we wanted to make sure we shared this with you all, and so you won't be a gimme gangster, is because a couple of weeks ago, me and Michelle has been selling me, y'all. Every time I wake up and I got some money in my account, they say it's from Michelle, I'll be like, oh, thank you, Lord, right? That's what we want to do. So Michelle, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago, we did something where we made almost $5,000 to $6,000 for my business in a matter of like a week, in a matter of 8 days. And I said, oh my God, is there anybody that wants to make like a quick $5,000 in a week? Maybe you're not making it right now. Yeah. So here's what we did. It's not hard, it's not crazy. this is what we did. All I did was I said to Michelle, I have this accelerator launching. I want you to send out this copy and paste email to your email list. And for anyone that enrolls, I'll give you how much?
$500 a person.
I sent that to 12 people. Do you know how many people actually took the deal? Anybody want to guess?
10.
10, because I'm offering you $500 per person you send, right? No. Michelle was the only one out of 12 that took the deal. So she's the only one that made a couple $1,000s. So this is something that we want you to take away when we're talking about being in this room, in a networking environment, how you are structuring your mind. How you are structuring your mind for success. Not being a
gimme gangster.
right?
Don't be
Making sure that you exercise reciprocity, right? And structuring your mind for success. Everybody repeat after me. How I structure my mind
How I structure my mind
is how I structure the deals.
is how I structure the deals.
How I structure my mind
How I structure my mind
is how I structure the deals.
is how I structure the deals.
Now I have a way for you to remember this, and Michelle didn't know I was going to do this, but so we're going to end it off, right? And I want you to sing this with me. You ready? Because it came to me on my way here, so I'm just sharing it with y'all.